Performance Excellence Restrictor number 3. We're not using our process improvement tools. The Stone Age was marked by man's clever use of crude tools. The Information Age to date has been marked by man's crude use of clever tools. Unknown. We're not using our process improvement tools. How many of your people have been formally trained in some form of process improvement? What percentage of the formal leaders in your organization use process improvement tools on a regular basis? What percentage of your workforce is aware of these tools and how they can be used to improve performance? In most organizations, these percentages are very low, and yet we wonder why we can't move towards process excellence at a faster rate. This workbook section requires you to think about what your current tool use percentages are. Also, we want you to think about what those levels should be for different work groups. In high-performance organizations, tool use percentages are near, if not at, 100%. Process improvement understanding and skill application is not relegated to only improvement project team leaders and team members. Essentially, the entire workforce is expected to both understand and use these skills consistently to improve the processes they are part of, at least if sustained process excellence is the goal. Such percentages were built into the design of the Six Sigma program at General Electric, as one black belt was required per 100 employees. These designs have been compromised more than followed, as use of the improvement methodology has spread. In those cases where improvement tool knowledge and use might be more widespread, there are still many instances where the tools are used incorrectly. Incorrect tool use often leads to dissatisfaction with process improvement in general, and it can result in significant time waste and poor decisions. Should you choose to expect more of your leaders when it comes to improvement tool use, you should also give thought as to how you're going to ensure that these tools are used consistently and effectively. The best way to do this is to integrate expected tool use into your leadership development and leadership compensation approaches. In short, change the job descriptions of your leaders to require consistent tool learning and application, and change the way your leaders are evaluated and compensated to reward effective and demonstrated tool application. In other words, real process improvement success. If you do so, you'll remove a significant process excellence restrictor plate. Using improvement tools to improve. This diagram summarizes the different tools and concepts that are part of any formal process improvement cycle. Tools such as value stream mapping and flowcharts, error and defect tracking, scoreboards and dashboards, 5S, and kaizen teams are all intended to work together and complement each other. All too often, only select tools, such as 5S, are used in an effort to achieve process excellence. Such a piecemeal approach will rarely achieve that goal. It all begins with defining your processes, their key customer requirements, and the metrics that are used to gauge success in satisfying those requirements. Value stream maps, process definition blueprints, and a workflow diagram for each process help define how work has been organized to help better meet the expectations of your customers. As processes are designed and improved, efforts should be made to mistake-proof these processes via enhanced work system designs. The true power of this process, however, lies in using the tools associated with the measure, analyze, and improve steps on a daily basis. Significant errors and defects need to be captured each day for each key process. Key counts should be captured daily as well. Trend lines should be updated and reviewed at least weekly when you're working with a process that cycles at least once a day. Also, you should be doing root cause analysis and quality tool analysis on essentially a daily basis as well, at least for one or two of your more pressing problems. And pressing problems are identified through your key observed errors, defects, and failures. Your key project list should be updated monthly at a minimum. It's been my belief and my experience that each process owner should know the different parts of this process improvement process by heart. If all work is a process, each process owner should be spending time on a daily basis to improve the processes they are responsible for. I don't think it's unreasonable to expect all formal leaders to make 3 to 4 process improvements a month. I've done it. Folks that have worked with me have done it, so I know it can be done. Don't wait on a team to be successful in order to improve your processes. Make it a daily leadership requirement. Key process analysis steps. To analyze any process, 1. Define and measure to understand the process. 2. Use audits and trend lines to help find problems. 3. Use Pareto charts to help find and prioritize problems. 4. Use process behavior or control charts to gauge process variation and trends. And finally, 5. Ask questions to help identify possible causes. Don't mix data from different processes together. These 5 techniques can be used to analyze any process. In this workbook section, I've talked about the need to use a balanced set of counts and ratios to define and understand true process performance. I haven't talked as much about how audits and trending of your measures can also be used to help you find those high-leverage improvement areas that will give you the most benefit if they're attacked with effective fixes. Now, you can continue to keep greasing the squeakiest wheel if you want to. If you accept the fact, however, that you have limited resources to invest in process improvement, you might want to look for problem definition approaches that help you 1. Quickly spot the highest leverage problems, and 2. Identify the most effective fixes that can be implemented. Process analysis is a process in itself. We use measures to try to understand what is going on and to help us identify where our high leverage problems are. We use trend lines and control charts to tell us how our processes are behaving over time and to help us predict the likelihood that process results we desire will be attained. Whoa, wait a minute. These are things we should be doing. I don't want to imply that this is what most organizations do, but I've griped enough. The fact that you probably can't find very many control charts for your processes supports my beliefs well enough. I won't even get into the fact that most people see process audits as bad things instead of best practice processes that should be both encouraged and improved over time themselves. And then there's the topic of root cause analysis. We aren't going to dig into that particular topic too much in this book, but I will tell you that I strongly prefer and recommend the Taproot root cause analysis process. Most organizations waste so much time and money on poor root cause analysis. They just don't know how much time and money their current root cause analysis process is costing them. How often do you find the real root causes of your process problems?